Guys. I did it. I went outside. Okay, there's a bit more to the story than that. So basically... Oh. I got an Ethernet cord. So if you don't know, what an Ethernet cord is, that it makes your internet wired, and my internet is not very good in my room, so having wired internet will make it so that my frames are less likely to drop because of streaming, meaning I can stream Bed Wars again without horrendous lag. The second semi-important thing I wanted to say was that I made a skyblock Discord for sweats, collectors, just kind of regular players. If you're a noob, I'm happy to give you some advice because I'm kind of a sweat myself, so I'm actually looking at it right now. We have a great community, and also, if you could real quick subscribe, it's free, and my realistic goal for the summer is to hit 100 subscribers by the end, and I think that's doable. I think it's pretty easy. Okay, so this first one I actually found out about on accident, but if we go to the auction here and look at Necromancer Lord Chestplate, 10 million coins, you see the in-dungeon stats, which is like the grayed out stuff, and then we look at Goldor's chest, Goldor's chestplate, and then we look at those in-dungeon stats, the almost exact same. So then, how is the Necromancer Lord underrated? If you look at the price here, Goldor's chestplate, 21.5 million, Necromancer Lord chest, it is 10 million coins. So, 10 million, lower than 21.5. So you save 11.5 million coins for almost the exact same stats. Goldor is like ever so slightly better. So if you see someone using gold armor, don't clown on them. It does make sense. It's just like not for that price, especially if you're just planning to do like floor 5s and stuff. I mean, I can floor 6 carry in this gear, so the other advantage that Necromancer Lord Armor has is that it also gives base intelligence, and the way dungeons work is that if I have a amount of base intelligence in dungeons, that number is multiplied. This means that the armor can also be used by mages, that class that nobody uses, so they get more intelligence, health, and defense all in that same armor set, as opposed to having to use something like Wise Dragon armor before they can get something like Storm. Okay, so this next one, the complete armor set, is actually just one piece. So if we go here and we look at this Mender Crown, so any healing on other players and yourself is doubled on dungeons. A lot of people use this or a Mender's Fedora because of the double healing, but an even better piece you can use is the Reaper Mask. So it requires Rev 7, which admittedly took a while, but the base stats it gives and the double healing from all sources is insane. Now, I don't know why, but if you look at the Mender's Fedora here, okay, any healing on other players and yourself is doubled while in dungeons. So if I do this Wand of Mending gives me 180 health. But if I take off the Reaper Mask, it only gives me 90, because, it only gives 90, but the Reaper Mask doubles it. For some reason, that wouldn't work with the Mender's Fedora. It would only give me 90, even while in dungeons. I don't know why. Maybe it was bugged. But also, that in dungeons is kind of a pain. This works everywhere, so you can do, like, Slayers and stuff with it. Plus, it gives some advantages to the Reaper side, so the Reaper Mask is absolutely insane. It's kind of expensive, and the requirement's kind of a pain, but it's almost a necessity at this point for, like, really good tanks. You don't need a Mender Crown, you don't need a Mender Fedora. Just go for a Reaper Mask. Plus, it doesn't really have, like, an insane dungeon requirement or anything, so the final armor set I want to talk about is probably going to be a surprise to a lot of people, but it makes sense once I explain it all. So I want to talk about Old Dragon armor. So a lot of people discarded this set, kind of like a noob set, like why are you wearing old armor? It's not good. It's really inexpensive now. It's just kind of bad. It's mainly gives health and defense. It doesn't give any damage stats. As you can see, this giant Old Dragon leggings are giving me no damage. However, they give an insane amount of health and defense when in dungeon. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop in to a random party, and I'm going to show you the stats from this insane setup that took me like 100 hours or something. Not quite that much, like 30 hours, as opposed to this armor set that I just bought off the auction house. Okay, so we see my stats right now are 6,914 health, 5,213 defense. But if we switch to this set, 7,805, or well, just change it, 8,064 health, 5,040 defense, as opposed to this. Same, wait, is that same difference, or is it just lagging? I think it's lagging. 6,456, so I get way more health in the old armor. So this setup is better, if nothing else, just because of the double healing, and the old armor kind of relies on the full armor set. But the difference is that this was like under 5 mil, whereas this setup has some insane requirements and just costs like a ton of money, so it's way more worth it to start off with the old dragon armor until you're willing to put in the time for the setup I'm using now. So we're going to go and actually run the dungeon with the old armor to see, you know, how it works. So our damage is a bit lower because with this armor set, one second, I have this helmet on ancient. Let me just try and find something to hit with this real quick. Here we go. So you can see it's a, wait, actually, I think we got secrets, that's why. No, it's just that much worse. So it's like half the damage of the other one. But if you're looking for survivability, look at this. I already have 11,500 health with, you know, the old armor. So the real test is going to be the boss fight. So I'm just going to cut the recording to that. Okay, they decided to not get all the buffs, but we're still going to be able to see. We're still going to be able to see in this boss room. I think I'll be fine. If not, then I'll just do some other things with my tank setup, so I'll be fine. But the point is, that this set is obviously very insane. I'm not even taking damage. If you need to, you can also use this thing, Castle of Stone, where you take 70% less damage as a tank. Why am I taking so much knockback? So, as you can see, that was pretty easy. Granted, this party is very, very powerful, but, you know, you do slightly less damage than this setup, but it's still absolutely insane. So as you can see, the old dragon armor is very, very powerful, especially if you're just looking for a set to start dungeons with, but want to be able to do stuff like floor 5s, even floor 4s, just being able to, like, you know, survive. It's very powerful. Your stats will be a bit lower because my catacombs level is, what is my catacombs level? 27, getting kind of close to 28. So I have a very high catacombs level, which really affects the stats. I hope you guys enjoyed or found this helpful, but I won't be able to record next week, but I already have a video edited and everything, so I'm just going to upload it next week, and I cannot upload during the school days. It's high school stressful, man, but still. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, you know, subscribe.